If there's one game the Greenwood Gators needed this season, it was the win against the South Warren Spartans at home. The Greenwood Gators are without a district win since the 2022 season, which is a 20-game district losing streak. Both of these teams have struggled in district play this season. However, both have 14 wins on the season. Here is how the Greenwood Gators kept everyone on the edge of their seats until the very last second. To start off the game, Nick Simpson gets an absolute tough jelly finish at the rim, but then on the other end, Thad Hall gets an and one for South Warren to keep the game close. Back on the Greenwood side, Asher Pettis hits a tough mid-range shot right before he gets the opportunity to hit an absolute deep shot right before the buzzer to end the first quarter. Heading into the second quarter, the only name you heard was Tyler Ryder. He hits a big three, and then he doesn't do it a second time, not even a third time, but he gets 4 big threes in the second quarter right before Owen Shively for South Warren gets a tough and one at the rim. And then to close out the first half, Griffin Raridan hits a big three for South Warren, making the score 39-32 Greenwood at halftime. Heading into the third quarter, Raridan with a quick pass to Decker for South Warren and an absolute star-studded game out of Griffin Raridan. Then he goes up the court, hits another big three for South Warren, but shortly after, Martell Tuttle hits a huge three that gets the student section going for Greenwood. And then to close out the third quarter, Brandon Perkins with an absolute clean pass for South Warren. Heading into the fourth quarter, Nick Simpson hits an absolute tough layup that you saw a lot of out of him tonight. And then right after, Griffin Raridan hits back-to-back threes for South Warren in a big, close game. And then Garrett Hatcher has the answer on the other end, hits a deep three for Greenwood. And then as people are on the edge of their seats, Thad Hall hits a big three for South Warren to close the lead to 2. But it just wasn't enough as Garrett Hatcher was able to record the game-winning steal. You saw a lot of perseverance from Greenwood tonight. They had a lot of big offensive plays that ultimately led them to the win over the Spartans. Both of these teams really needed this win, but it just wasn't enough from South Warren to be able to stop Greenwood and what they had going for them. You see Coach McCoy drawing up a lot of good plays for this Greenwood team, and that's ultimately what leads to these wins. You're in one of the hardest districts in the state. It's going to be hard to pick up these district wins, but the way Greenwood handled business tonight is the way they need to handle business the rest of the season if they want to even have a chance of making it out of the district play. For the Extra Point, I'm Eli Thompson.